All right guys, welcome back to the channel. So this week, we're gonna install this little module that turns your third brake light into a Formula One race car. Is it gonna be extra spicy or extra ricey? Let's go find out. All right, so Christian on the Civic forum, he reached out to me asking me if I can do installation video for him, installing these little modules that goes, it's like a plug and play module that goes in between your third brake light and the wiring harness. Pretty simple, straightforward, but there's no videos out there as of yet. So you know what, a whole bunch of you guys kind of tagged. He had like a video out there, but it's just really bad. It's like so dark, you couldn't see anything. So a whole bunch of you guys tagged me and saying like, Flynn, can you make him a proper video installing this module? So at first I'm like, I don't know if I want to or not, because I don't know if I really like the Formula One flashing thing. I think it's kind of tacky, but you never know. So let's go and check what's inside the package that he sent me. If you guys are interested in buying one of these, I'll put the link in the description below if you guys are interested at the end of the video. But let's get right into it. Let's open up the package and let's see what he sent us. But before we start, you guys, check this out. We got 1, 2, because of mine, and 3. 3 Civic Type Rs, all in championship white, all here for different reasons. This is full PPF. I'm already like, you can kind of see it, but this is the proper way to do it. That one's for performance upgrades, and here's just for eye candy and shop whore, garage queen. But what's the chances? You know, seeing one in the wild is one thing. Well, I don't know about California, but in Canada, we don't get a whole lot of these, and seeing out in the road is just very seldom, right? But seeing 3 all in the same color, whew. Okay, let's get right into the vlog, you guys. All right, so what's in the package, you guys? The instructions, and then basically everything you need for your dip switches to change through the modes. And of course, the module itself, OEM plugs. And let's crack this open. Pretty simple. Looks like it's water sealed. You got your 4 dip switches, 1 through 4, and the default setting is 4 quick flashes and then 4 flashes, and then it stays solid. Let's double check it. It says all should be all in 0. And yep, all in 0. So it's either 0 or 1. 1 is basically going upwards. So we're gonna leave it as is. So to do this install, we need access to the third brake light here. And to get access to that third brake light, we've got to remove the rear panel here, which is pretty simple. It's held on by Phillips under here, and 2 under the pull handles, and 1 over here. To access these, it's really simple, you guys. Don't be using like a flathead screwdriver, because you're gonna end up marring it up. Just use one of these flat ones, pretty skinny, and then pops up, that's it. And then you take it off, the Phillips, and then you're good to go. And then after that, go ahead and then pop this panel off. And the easiest way I found is working your way around here and then pull straight down. Don't pull this way, because you're gonna have breaking the clips here. You go ahead and pull straight down, and then behind the brake light here, there's 2 plastic like green clips. Well, the plugs. Pull it like that, and then straight down, you guys. Next, we've got to remove the harness here. Unclip it, 1, 2, just like that. Okay, and then take your 8mm. Just make sure you don't drop them, you guys. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Okay, at this point, you probably want to use one of these and pop it open. Is it held on by some retaining clips? So let me just pop this off. And I'm gonna show you guys. Okay, so it's these retaining clips here, 1, 2, and 3. Because after you take the 3 8mm off, 1, 2, and 3, just take one of these and slowly pop them. Keep in mind where the locations are. So, because if you pop them on a different angle, you end up breaking them. Here we go. Done. So on the third brake light, there's one right here, one right here, and one right here. So we'll go ahead and take that off, and then we should be able to pop it off. All right, guys, so there's 3 8mm that you removed. Once you remove that, there's 2 plugs, one on each side here. And I'm thinking if you apply, because I can grab it from here, if you apply like pressure, even pressure, it should pop off without breaking. So I don't want to break anything, you guys. There we go, which one? Oh man, this is really, maybe a pry tool. Ah, there we go. There we go, you guys. Woo! So go ahead and unplug this part here. There you go. Okay, so 8mm, 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 and plug, 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 and they all came out. Nothing's broken. So this is the harness that they supply us with the OEM plugs. This one plugs into here, and then this one goes into here. But the only thing is, because we're dealing with outside, and the only thing that's holding all the moisture and water from coming inside the cabin is this grommet here. So I'm gonna go ahead and push the grommet through. Let me see if I can figure something out where we can retain this grommet instead of cutting it. So here's the grommet. I pushed it through, and now we have a little bit of room to play with. What I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna just try to remove this, because it even says, well, whatever it says there. Anyways, I'm gonna try to remove this without cutting it, because apparently they're cutting it and then retucking it in, but that's not a good idea. So I'm gonna try to see if I can rope this, well, not rope this through, let's see if I can push this through and then connect the connector and push this back in. Hopefully that works. All right, guys, so I kind of had no choice but to split it, but the most important part is don't split it here, because this is what seals the water from coming in. So this gave me enough to feed the cable through, or the plug through. So now we're ready to go ahead and plug it back in and put the grommet back in. I'm just getting it through right now, and it's actually pretty tight, you guys. There you go. Just like that. And this actually goes inside, so we don't have to go that far in. So there. So it'll look like that. And now we can go ahead and push this all back in. Just like that. And we can go ahead and put the grommet back in. Just like that. So everything's all nice and seated back down. And now we're gonna go ahead and reinstall the third brake light. Okay, make sure everything goes back in. Just like that. There we go. All right, so before I put everything back together, I'm gonna go ahead and check it out first. What do you think, guys? I can see the flash, but I wish this module, basically every time you press on the brakes, it flashes every time. I wish, you know, it might be a little annoying when you go like stuck in traffic and, you know, stop and go, and this thing's flashing all the time. I wish basically if it could be changed up where it flashes whatever it does, and then the next press is basically normal. And I think that'd be less annoying to the driver behind you, because obviously you already got their attention. Yeah, that's one thing that I wish they could add into this. Okay, so while I have it kind of off, let's go check out the other modes. Okay, let's try 4 quick flashes. Here's constant normal flashing. Okay, looking at the manual here, I'm kind of curious what constant breathing flash means. Let's try it out. Constant breathing flashing. Here's a constant quick pulse. Constant quick pulse, version 2. All right guys, so I'm pretty much all done. I'm just going to leave it as the default setting. The only thing I wish they would do is they would make this harness a little longer on the other end where it plugs into the light, because it's just a little too short here. Because I wish I can extend it over here. We can have access to the, where there's some ports, something like that. Probably easier to change out the settings in the future. It's just something for them to consider, because it is actually a lot easier if we go through the port here to change the light. That way it's much easier, because if you look here, you see, if we extended this way over here, we can access it and change it much easier without removing the whole panel. All right guys, so we're all done. Go ahead and reinstall in reverse order, and then we'll complete the install. All right, so that's it for this week's vlog. So Christian, hopefully this helps with your Formula One third brake light module. I think we covered everything. Taking apart the rear hatch is actually pretty easy. It's not, it's pretty straightforward if you know what you're doing, and hopefully this vlog helps. As for the Formula One third brake light module, is it extra spicy or extra ricey? You guys let me know. See you guys in next week's vlog. See ya.